best and brightest local high school teams compete in a tournament of knowledge for a trip to Europe on this year's hottest game show, Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, Samtrans, and Fisher Investments. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to Quiz Kids, a show where speed, knowledge, and collaboration are the tools all these kids need to win incredible prizes. Two terrific teams for you today. Over here, we have the Archbishop Riordan Crusaders. And in glorious green and gold, the Westmoor High School Rams. So let's get started with the collaboration round. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our game. In this first round, you will play as a team. I will ask a series of 10-point questions. Your team will have a few seconds to collaborate, and then I will ask your captain, Ian or Alfred, to give me the answer you think is correct. Give me the right answer, you get 10 points. Give me the wrong answer, the other team will be allowed to collaborate and possibly steal those points away. I'll keep asking the questions until the buzzer signals the end of the first round, okay? Good luck to both teams. Riordan, you get the first question. According to Hollywood folklore, a screen test report on him is supposed to have read, can't sing, can't act, balding, can dance a little. He was nevertheless regarded by both Balanchine and Nureyev as the best dancer of the 20th century. What star of Easter Parade and Royal Wedding worked with choreographer Hermes Pan and danced with partner Ginger Rogers?
Who is Gary Cagney?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. You guys can steal.
Fred Astaire or Sinatra? Which one?
Fred Astaire.
That is it, Fred Astaire. Here's your first question, Rams. Examples of them include Intermere, Samuel Butler's Erewhon, and Skinner's Walden 2. A real-life attempt at one was New Harmony. Tom Stoppard wrote a trilogy about the coast of, and Fountains of Wayne sang about a parkway named for what island, created by Sir Thomas More?
Roanoke Island.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal, Riordan.
Tahiti?
Utopia. Right. During his reign, he lent his talents to writing, having published Demonology and a counterblast to tobacco. And for his efforts, he earned the epithet, the wisest fool in Christendom. What son of Mary, Queen of Scots, was also the first Stuart King of England and commissioned a translation of the Bible, finished in 1611?
King James I.
King James I.
That is correct for 10 points. Radboud University Nijmegen in the Netherlands has conducted experiments where researchers have successfully levitated water and a live frog because of the properties of this phenomenon. What form of magnetism occurs in all materials, though its anti-parallel induced field is swamped by the parallel ones of para or ferromagnetism?
Static.
Say again?
Static.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal, gentlemen.
Electromagnetism?
We're looking at diamagnetism. Here's your next question. It was parodied by Christopher Durang in a short one-act play called For Whom the Southern Bell Tolls, in which the main character is replaced by a wimpy hypochondriac male named Lawrence, and the gentleman caller becomes a butch female factory worker with a hearing problem named Ginny. Which Tennessee Williams play set in a St. Louis apartment tells the story of Laura Wingfield and her breakable animal figurines?
No clue.
Don't know. You can steal.
Streetcar Named Desire.
Huh? Streetcar Named Desire.
The breakable animal figurines could have clued you into the Glass Menagerie.
Ooh. Oh, we suck.
Next question. The poem named after him was the result of an opium-induced dream in which the traveler recalls that he on honeydew hath fed and drunk the milk of paradise. What brother of Monkey and Hulagu discriminated against ethnic Hans during the Yuan dynasty he established that was visited by Marco Polo?
I have no,
That's the fastest question right here.
I have no idea.
Alfred?
Genghis Khan.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal, gentlemen.
Kublai Khan?
That's right. And that signals the end of the round. Let's look at the score. Westmoor has 10 points. Archbishop Riordan's in the lead with 20. We will return and meet our players after these messages. I cannot tell you how much fun we had in that last break here in the studio audience. But you could find out how much fun this really is if you just come on down and become a member of our studio audience at a future show. Just call us at 650-637-1936. Our producer makes lots and lots of brownies and cookies, and we have a great time. So make the brownies and the cookies. All right, Archbishop Riordan, welcome Crusaders and Ian Maley. You're a senior, Ian, and outside of school, you're doing a really fascinating thing. You're creating a film documentary about your grandfather.
Right.
Tell me about him.
My grandfather was a jazz musician.
What was his name?
He was John Serrano. He still is John Serrano.
He's still John Serrano? Good.
Yeah. And, well, he basically got to play with a whole bunch of famous people like Dave Brubeck, and he didn't really have any formal training past the 4th grade in music.
Wow.
So he was pretty much self-taught.
So you're interviewing him? Are you getting to interview some other people who work with him and stuff?
I'm just mainly interviewing him.
Good. I think that's a great thing. Good for you. Greg Schwartz.
Yes.
Junior,
Yep.
and a big theater guy. You've actually won some awards at school for some of the work you've done in theater. What are some of the things you've been in?
I've been in Damn Yankees my freshman year, and sophomore year I was in Applause the musical.
And this year they're doing big, and what do you hope to play?
I hope to be the lead role that Tom Hanks played.
Okay, the part of Josh, so why don't you sing your audition song now? Go. Well, I wish you would break a leg at your audition.
Thank you.
And let's say hi to Ben Gitt, another junior.
Yes.
Ben, you said to me earlier, let's talk about sports. And then it turns out you're actually not playing any sports because of
my SATs. I just wanted to focus on that basically.
As you should, and then you hurt your back. Yeah.
Just a couple back injuries, but
So you had to leave cross country. So what should we talk about regarding, you're going to do wrestling, you said?
yes, I plan to do wrestling hopefully this year. Since I've already done my SATs, I could just focus on that now basically.
Focus on your wrestling. That'll be good for your back, too.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Excellent. Well, good luck on your wrestling season.
Thank you.
And on your SATs. Let's give a big hand for your coach, Andy Serrano. I have a suspicion he could tell you about that jazz musician a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I thought so. Westmoor Rams, Alfred Vong. Alfred, you've been the captain of the Westmoor team for like 7 years, it seems.
Oh, this is my first year as the captain. But
First year the captain?
Yeah, but this is my 3rd year on the team.
3rd year on the team. And we talk a lot about your experience with tennis. We talk about all the clubs you're involved with. But basically what you like to do is hide in your room and play video games.
Yes, I do.
What are the games that you prefer?
Well, I prefer sports games, strategy, or first-person role-playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how do you do? What's your best game?
Right now, I play MVP Baseball and Grand Theft Auto.
Do you ever go out and play real baseball?
Oh, yeah, occasionally with friends. We have a pickup game.
Probably better for you than the video game, but we won't go into that now.
Yeah.
Good luck with your video games. Erin Partland. Erin, hi, you're a senior. First time on the team?
Yeah.
Yes. You're very involved with the FBLA club at school.
And that's the Future Business Leaders of America.
Yes, so...
And we're a student business organization that focuses on community service, progress in teaching students about the business world and adult world, like getting them to have job shadows and business tours so that they're more prepared when they hit college and hit working world.
And you will become a more responsible business leader than some of the business leaders we've been reading about, right? Good for you, yes. Connie Chen, another senior, and you play the Chinese harp. What is the Chinese harp like? What is it?
Well, it's not like a regular stand-up harp. It's horizontal, and it has 21 to 26 strings. It's an ethnic Chinese instrument. And
you are part of an ensemble that plays, and you are actually going to be performing at the Herbst Theater.
Yes.
When will you be doing that? Do you know?
March 4th.
Wonderful. Good luck to you there. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Alan Braunstein. And will you join me in welcoming our judge? Whenever I say his name, I hear harp music, Frank Saboti. Yes, yes, I can hear it. We'll be right back with the second round. Let's play the lightning round. Okay, quiz kids, these questions are also worth 10 points. This time, however, you'll be playing with those buzzers in front of you. I'll ask a question, and the first person to buzz in will be allowed to answer for their team. If you give me the correct answer, you'll score 10 points. If you do not, however, the other team will be allowed to collaborate and possibly take those points away from you. If you buzz in before I complete the question, you will need to answer with the information you've heard. If you give me the wrong answer, I will complete the question for the other team. The score is 20 to 10. Good luck. Here's your first question. The only surviving home of Benjamin Franklin is in what European city where he worked near Charing Cross as deputy postmaster for the colonies? Alfred.
London.
Correct. The Permian and Cretaceous periods both ended with what kind of event in which 50% or more of the... Yes, Aaron?
Extinction?
That is correct. He attacked Robert La Follette in his campaign against him for not enlisting in World War II, even though he was 46 when Pearl Harbor was attacked. The 1964 documentary Point of Order recounted the Senate investigation of the Army instigated by what anti-communist U.S. senator? Yes, Alfred?
McCarthy.
I'm just watching my director go up and down in the booth. Yes. Gosh darn it, that's right. In the 1980s, which nation went from being the world's largest net creditor to its largest net debtor, though it remained the world's largest economy? Yes, Alfred?
The U.S.
That's correct. Did you want to say anything else, Alfred? Oh, okay. Under high pressure, as in the core of Jupiter, hydrogen will actually behave like one of these elements. What collective name is given to francium, cesium? Yes, Greg?
What is a noble gas?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Francium, cesium, rubidium, potassium, sodium, and lithium, the leftmost elements on the periodic table.
Alkali.
That's right, alkali or group 1 elements. The U.S. ignored a 1986 World Court verdict by continuing to subvert what nation's Sandinista regime by helping the Contras attempt to take Managua? Alfred?
Colombia.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal, guys.
Cuba.
Guatemala.
Managua, Nicaragua. Neil Armstrong took a copy of his most famous work to the moon with him on the Apollo 11 mission. While visiting New York in 1893, which Czech composer wrote his 9th Symphony, for which he subtitled From the New World? Dvorak. Its passage resulted in the declaration that the decision reached in Pollock versus Farmers Loan and Trust was void. Which constitutional amendment allowed the U.S. to disregard censuses and apportionment when instituting income taxes? Yes, Alfred?
The 16th.
Correct. The Fourth Crusade departed from which city that, after the Crusade sacked Constantinople, became the dominant sea power in the Eastern Mediterranean? Yes, Ben?
Corsica?
No, I'm sorry. Rams, you can steal.
Any idea? Damascus.
Venice. He enlisted the services of a Palmyra landowner to help him translate the golden plates given to him by Moroni. What man who was dragged out of a jail in Carthage, Illinois, and killed in 1844 had previously founded the Mormon... Yes, Ian.
Joseph Smith.
Correct. The Beach Boys copied the intro to this song for Fun, 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 and John Kerry also used it as his theme song for most of his campaign events in 2004. Yes, Ian?
Johnny Be Good?
Correct. After it was put down, the leader of this revolt fled to Vermont, where he was caught and condemned to death. But John Hancock granted him amnesty, and he was later given a $20 pension. Yes, Alfred?
Bacon?
No, I'm sorry. Meetings at Conkey's Tavern to arrange jailbreaks for indebted farmers led to what Massachusetts uprising in 1786 and 1787?
John something.
Shays Rebellion?
That is right. In 1933, Giuseppe Zangara killed Chicago Mayor Anton Chermak while trying to shoot what Democratic politician who had just been elected president? In 1933, that would have been Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Galena is the major ore of which soft metal, chronic exposure to which can cause a condition known as plumbism? Yes, Alfred.
Lead.
Correct. That is the end of this round. Let's look at the score. Archbishop Riordan has 50. Westmoor is in the lead with 80 points. Let's find out what happens when we return to the Extreme Lightning Round. Let's play the Extreme Lightning Round. Point values are doubled. The play stays exactly the same, 80 to 50. Good luck, both teams. First question. This family's dynasty can trace its origin to the secret marriage of Owen and Catherine of Valois and became the ruling dynasty at the conclusion of the War of the Roses. Lady Jane Grey and Edward VI were members of what English royal house that was founded by Henry VII and included Queen Elizabeth? Alfred.
The Stuarts.
The Stuarts is incorrect. You can steal, gentlemen.
York.
Ian?
York.
The Tudors. Its name means land of the pure in both Urdu and Persian. What country is home to the militant group Lushkar-e-Toiba, accused of the so-called 7/11 bombings that killed 200 train commuters in India? Alfred.
Pakistan.
Correct. The death of his older brother early in his life prompted him to write Visions of Girard. His first novel, The Town and the Country, while influential, was not indicative of his beat style. Which Massachusetts-born author of French-Canadian heritage used stream of consciousness form to relate the adventures of Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty in Yes, Ian?
Jack Kerouac?
Correct. Hong Kong's Cathay Pacific, Australia's Qantas, Israel's El Al, Russia's Aeroflot, and Germany's Lufthansa are what kind of transportation company?
Airlines.
That's correct, Greg. 2-methylbutane and pentane are examples of what compounds with identical atomic formulas but different Yes, Alfred.
Isomers.
Correct. In 1999, he released his debut CD, Abba Pater. An avid football fan, he followed Liverpool, in particular Polish goalkeeper Jerry Dudek. What man almost assassinated by Mehmet Aja in 1981 became the first non-Italian pontiff since Adrian VI when he became Pope in 1978? Yes, Ian?
Pope John Paul II?
Correct. Solitude and the Pond in Winter are chapters in what work set near a forest cabin by its author, Alfred?
Walden Pond.
That's right. Henry Pope asked one of the protagonists to build him a model of the Taj Mahal in exchange for preferential treatment. Veronica Donovan begins to investigate the conspiracy, but is hindered by the company. What is this Fox TV series that stars Wentworth Miller as Michael Schofield and Dominic Purcell? Aaron?
Prison Break?
Yes. Many people say I look exactly like Wentworth Miller. What do you think? U.S. Senator John Corzine left his seat to replace Jim McGreevey as governor of which? Alfred?
New Jersey.
Correct. The immortal Sathino and Euryale, together with the mortal Medusa, made up what trio of Yes, Ian?
The Gorgons.
The Gorgons is right. The Cassini division is a 4,800-kilometer gap that can be seen from Earth between the A and B bands of rock and ice of which planets? Alfred?
Saturn.
Correct. Sigmund Freud discussed the behavior surrounding them in a work called Totem and This. In 1777, James Cook was the first Englishman to use what Polynesian term for an action? Ian.
Taboo?
Correct. He was married to Gemma Donati in 1277, but he met his real love interest, Beatrice, when he was 9. Virgil was the first guide of what Florentine author?
Dante.
That is correct. In which quadrant of the plane is the tangent function negative and the sine? Yes, Aaron.
Third quadrant?
Nope. In which quadrant of the plane is the tangent function negative and the sine function positive?
Quadrant 2.
That is right. Netophytes, cycads, ginkgos, and conifers are what kind of plants whose seeds are not formed in ovules? Yes, Connie.
Bryophyte?
No, I'm sorry. They are not formed in ovules, but as are those of angiosperms.
Legumes?
Gymnosperms. According to the official website, his motto is, anything is worth doing without a parachute. Considered one of the Frackles, he was called the cigar box Frackle because he lives in a cigar box. First appearing in the Great Santa Claus Switch, who is this great buzzard-like blue Muppet? Ben.
Gonzo?
Correct. Between winning the Battle of Granicus and besieging Tyre, what general defeated Darius III at Issus en route to ending the Persian Empire? Yes, Ben.
Alexander the Great?
You're right. That signals the end of the game. Let's look at the score. 200 for Westmoor with 230. Archbishop Riordan wins the game. Westmoor, you played very well. You guys should be proud. Have a great school year. Alfred, it's been great working with you. Gentlemen, we will see you in a couple of months when you play in round 2. Good work. Join us each week as we continue with our first round of Play and Quiz Kids. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, Samtrans, and Fisher Investments. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support provided by these Bay Area newspapers: the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and National Academic Quiz Tournaments.